There we go. Oh, yes. Woo! Oh my gosh, I got it. That's it. That is looking really, really nice. I just got the Tuni E2 espresso machine and I couldn't be more happy. Let's open up this bad boy and see what's inside. Got all the directions here. This can be really helpful because this is my first espresso machine, so we need to learn what to do. So after we take that out of the box, we have a nice 58 millimeter portafilter, and it's actually gonna say this holds 18 to 19 grams. This is packaged extremely nice. All right. Do not forget to unplug this cap and just take that little cover off, or else you're not gonna be able to cycle the water through. Even gives you a little note right here just in case you forget. Move the red cap on the bottom. This thing looks so nice. We get a couple different options here for the actual milk frother. We get a one hole right here, and then this one's actually gonna have two on the bottom there, and this is movable. You got a nice red grip on here, easy to grab and move. You got adjustments. It basically can go in a circle. That's so nice. Really nice portafilter that matches the same color, and we also get a little scooper for the beans. Nice. Get the cup for the milk with the measurements on the inside. That is really nice. Then we also get a couple different filters. One filter is gonna be for the double cup. The other one's gonna be for a single cup. That is gonna be the bottom. Has a really nice red handle under here that kind of pops up but doesn't come all the way off, and that just enables you to lift it really easily. So if you have it on here, you can lift it up. Just great, just goes right over, really nice. And then we also get the tamp, which it's really nice that it comes with this. This is one of the tamps that doesn't have the like the foot-pounds of preloaded pressure on here. So you do kind of have to learn to like get that consistent technique to push down. Okay, I now have this filled up to the max line, and I'm gonna set that right on there. Spin this around. All right, now that it's plugged in, we're gonna power on. So now we are gonna prime this a little bit, clean it out for 8 seconds. Turn it off. Give that a little wipe. All right, and in this video, I'm gonna be actually making a single shot. This is the double shot that actually comes with it and comes in it. You do have to get this out. I actually had to use a flathead screwdriver. I don't know if there's another way, easier way, but I had to get in there and pop this out, and I did put the single in here. We're gonna insert this in here. We're gonna clean the system out. So we're gonna tighten that up. So we're gonna fill it up to 150 milliliters of water. So we're gonna press manual. And this is just gonna ensure that it just filters out everything in here, cleaning out the whole system. All right, now we're gonna stop it. Empty this out. This is the Tuni coffee grinder, and this is gonna be paired up with the nice Tuni E2, and it's actually gonna match this perfectly. We're gonna go ahead and open this up. Got the nice instruction manual right here. Just find it easier to put it upside down. This looks amazing. Got the portafilter holder right here. And this setup is actually gonna be a conical burr, and that is gonna rely on gravity to let these beans fall down, and it's gonna produce less friction and heat whenever it's grinding, ultimately just giving you more aroma and flavor in your beans. Nice hopper. So the hopper is just gonna twist on super easy. You gotta lock it, unlock over here. So you're just gonna lock that, hit it until it clicks. Portafilter holder, removable. Basically just set this on just like that. If you're newer to this like I am, there's a little tab on the back of this portafilter. It just sits right here on that tab, just like that. We actually get a magnetic cover ring just to keep this in. This is like a cone shape, just to keep all of the grounds actually inside. A couple ways to do this. You can actually grind it right into here. This should have a timer on here or a preset, so we can grind the amount we want in there. Also, another way to do it would be to just put this on here, and I do like that because this actually has a magnet on here, which is really cool because it just sticks to the bottom there. You can see it just kind of like grabs it. So if we just put that there, then we can actually grind right into this container right here. So I have my scale right on here. I'm gonna plug this in. So what's really nice about this grinder is you actually have these nice adjustment settings where you can spin this, and you actually have French press, gauge, pour over, and espresso. You know exactly where to go, and these are just different numbers to represent and the different grades, of course, that you're gonna get. Goes all the way from 0 up to 48, different adjustments, and this is gonna be absolutely perfect to give you that drip pour over, French press, or espresso, and you can really dial in exactly what you want. So I'm gonna load this up with a little bit of beans here. We have different adjustments down here that we can do. We have a timer. You can also select these different modes here, which to show you how many different cups of coffee you're trying to brew. This is gonna be just 2 cups. And we also have a timer that we could time it right at 10, 20. You can put this at whatever really. So this timer is in half seconds and it's really nice to dial in. For me, when I do drip coffee or pour over coffee, I like to just do an amount of like 10 seconds and that'll give me exactly what I'm looking for. So right now we're going to be doing an espresso shot, and if you look on their portafilter, they actually recommend 12 to 13 grams for a single shot here. So that is what we're going to shoot for. I actually have my scale underneath here. We are going to turn that on and I'm going to shoot for 12 to 13 grams, and we will just go for 10 seconds and I'll be able to stop this whenever I need to. But first we're going to adjust this to espresso. So I'm going to go right in the middle at number 8, press start. And that's 10 seconds right there. So that's one way that you can actually do this. I could stop it at any point. I only hit 9 grams, so I do need more. So I'm just gonna hit this again. And we're gonna try to stop it right at 13. So as you can see, we got the perfect amount here, and this is gonna be about a coarse grade of 8. So this is gonna be perfect for French press. Overall, I absolutely love this machine. I think that it's really nice how it has the different settings that you can do in the timer, and you can just turn it on and off, and you can just do kind of whatever you want. And also the fact that you can adjust different levels of what you're drinking. French press, pour over, espresso. I think that's awesome because it just makes it user-friendly. It looks amazing sitting here on my counter. It holds a decent amount of coffee beans in the hopper. I think I went a little bit too much on the weight, but we will see. I'm gonna throw that on there because that's gonna be the protector, and we're gonna put this right in the portafilter. I also have a really nice tool that does not come with it, but this does get the air out and it makes everything nice and smooth in here. All right, so now we're gonna take this little cover off since I mixed it around, and I'm gonna attempt to put some pressure on here. First time doing this. We wanna do it evenly and give a nice even amount of pressure. So honestly, I don't know yet if I did this too hard or too light. I guess we're gonna find out. It looks pretty even to me and it does look packed pretty well. So let's throw this in and make some espresso. All right, I'm gonna throw this in here, lock it into place. All right, and we're gonna give this a go. Run it manual. Probably pressed it too hard. It doesn't look like it's working. We'll stop that. Definitely pressed too hard. Take 2. I think that was a little lighter. Not sure. Getting there. All right, guys, we are on take 3. So this is gonna be the last one. If not, I'm gonna froth the milk, call it a day. I need a ton of practice on this, but it's so fun. I love this. Let's go. Come on, this is the one. I'm feeling it. Oh. There we go. Oh, yes. Woo! Oh my gosh, I got it. That's it. Wow. All right, so I adjusted my grinder settings to 13, I believe. No, I put it to 12. I grinded it to 12. I tamped very lightly. This is really nice. I'm loving this so far. That is looking really, really nice. We're in a really good spot in the gauge too. Almost pushing it, but we're there. Wow. We were about to froth in just a minute, but I cannot believe that. It took me 3 tries. Every time, you know, you mess it up, just switch it up, try something different, get yourself some cheap beans to start with, because I basically went through that whole bag. That's what we're looking like after we're done. I also ran that grinder for about 10 seconds only. All right, so this should be fun. We are gonna froth some milk. Let's do this. I got the double hole in this. Never frothed milk before, so let's give it a shot. Oh, that's frothy. All right, I just added the milk in here. We're nice and white. And that is actually really delicious. Wow. I'm impressed with my first cup. It's kind of white, but it looks really good, or it tastes really good. It's super light, fluffy, and just really refreshing. So I'm really excited for this being my first kit. I can't wait to get a ton of practice in here, guys. This was so fun. Go and check them out for yourself. I highly recommend this if you're spending tons of money on coffee every single day. This is definitely gonna save you money, and also it's gonna be really fun to make. This is such a great tool, super versatile. I love it. I highly recommend it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.